Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Saturday, mind, body, and soul. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. Go do something fun. I got coaching and mentoring today. I had a little bit of time. Figure I'd make a quick video for you guys. I hadn't done one yesterday, so might as well do one today while I have some time. Let's talk about being a biker. Why do we ride? Now, some of you might not ride, and you'll just have to go get yourself a motorcycle. I don't know why you don't ride. But why do we ride, the people that have motorcycles? I think everybody has their own little individual reason. I'll tell you my reasons, and my reasons are the right reasons. At least that's the way I think. I've owned a custom motorcycle shop for more than 20 years. We do a lot of metal fabrication, parts fabrication, but we used to build full-on customs, and we did that for a while, at least until Obama destroyed the economy and nobody had any disposable income in their bank account anymore. So we had to figure out how to stay alive. That's an aspect of business that maybe we can talk about sometime, is being a little fluid with your business plan and knowing when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. Is that song The Gambler by Kenny Loggins? Not Kenny Loggins. That's blasphemy. Kenny Rogers. How could I have said Kenny Loggins? What was the song that Kenny Loggins did? Danger Zone? Did you guys ever watch that cartoon Archer? That was a good cartoon. And there was a Kenny Loggins connection. Let's talk about why we ride. I ride for peace of mind. For me, it's a therapy. I have a pretty nice pickup truck and a really nice Mustang that's rather new. So I don't really need the motorcycle for commuting or doing laundry or groceries. And I live in Florida. It feels like the pit of hell right now with heat. Sitting on that bike just to commute around town and run your errands, ugh, yuck. I'd rather sit in the AC and blast that AC in the Mustang. Blows my hair all around. I feel great. No, I ride as a therapy. Now my brother, he drives his Cadillac most of the time these days. He's got a few motorcycles, and he, for most of his riding career, he's been riding since he was a teenager, has always just been commuting. Now, he's been a Cadillac guy, but Cadillacs eat gas. He had a 76, he had a 75 Eldorado and a 76 Eldorado, hardtop and a convertible. He had both of them. Both of them were blue. One of them had a black interior, the other one had the white. The convertible one had the white leather interior. Beautiful car. He sold it for too cheap, and he knows he did. Whenever we see the Barrett Jackson auction come on, I always say, hey, that's your car, look, look. He'll leave the room, because he doesn't want to see how much they're selling for now, what a real price for. He sold it for too cheap, that fucker. But him riding a motorcycle was about commuting, point A to point B. He wasn't trying to de-stress or to think about life or to forget about the world. That wasn't it for him. It was just getting somewhere. So everybody has their little thing. Some guys ride every once in a while just to the bar, just to be seen. The bar hoppers. And some of those guys have amazing bikes. There was this guy, I forget his name, he was a dick, but he had so many cool motorcycles, and he was a jerk. Like a mean kind of curmudgeon. You go up to him and you'd be like, hey man, and he'd just be like, just a jerk, a little guy, older. He pulled up, I was promoting rock and roll, mainly heavy metal, some punk rock, and some industrial goth, but I was promoting bands. This was 15 years ago. So even though I'm sober, I don't drink, you would find me in bars because I'm the one throwing the damn show. And I'm standing out front of Frank's Front Row. That was a place owned by these New Jersey mobsters, and these guys, they thought they were the Sopranos. Like they took the Sopranos thing like as it was a documentary. You go in his office and he's got pictures of fucking Tony Soprano. Like, it's a TV show, right? But Frank's Front Row was a great place to throw a show. That was a fucking awesome club. I love that place. Amazing club. They ran it right. They had a fucking great club. And I'm standing out front of Frank's Front Row one night. They have biker parking, and the jerk shows up on a 1948 Panhead or something. You vintage Harley guys know better than me. All red, beautiful museum piece. This bike is worth probably more than my house. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bike. And he pulls up, parks it. Of course, people are like, hey, I want to talk to him because he's got the baddest bike at the bar. And he goes in, he's just a dick. Fuck you, just a jerk. He's a jerk to everybody. He's not trying to be friends with anyone. Who knows why he even socializes? He shows up to functions to be a jerk. But he's got the coolest bikes. So then finally, I'm standing out front. So then he leaves, and he gets back on his bike. And I make another attempt, a second attempt. You salesmen know what a second attempt is. I made a second attempt to try and talk to him. I'm not trying to get him as a customer. I just want to talk to the guy. I've seen him before. I know he's got this fleet of amazing bikes. I want to talk to you. And again, he was a dick. Just a curmudgeon, grumpy Gus. And he kicked that fucking thing. He tried to kick it, and his plan was to kick it and just speed off. Fuck all y'all. Oh no, he sat there and kicked that thing like 20 times. We were like, it's not gonna start, bro. You flooded it. And he just kept kicking it, kept kicking it, kept kicking it. Finally, he got it to start like on the 48th try. And he sped off. So you got the bar hoppers, and they don't really ride much. They just go to bars and show off. But why I ride is the best reason to ride. As a stress relief, as a way to get off the grid, as a way to get away from people, to get away from society as best as I can. I may not be able to hit those country roads. Sometimes I do. You know, I'm in Florida, so sometimes I'll go back into the swampland where the gators are, where the good old boys are, where everybody's wearing ghillie suits. You see them in their trucks, the camouflage truck in a ghillie suit. They just wear that shit all the time. They never know when they're going to need to go run into the bushes, I don't know, and live there or something. You think you're seeing a Bigfoot, they call it the skunk ape. That ain't no fucking skunk ape. That's just some good old boy in his ghillie suit cruising through the fucking jungle. Sometimes I'll go by the beach. But for me, it's about flushing the toilet. Getting rid of all those thoughts. Sometimes it's the only time that I can find where I can just completely check out. I can't answer my cell phone. Some people have their little phone set up. I don't do none of that. No radio. I don't want to hear the radio. It's a distraction that I'm not interested in. I don't want any screen time. Don't nobody know where I'm at, what I'm doing. It's just me and the bike and the road. This is the reason to ride. At least in my opinion. Why do you ride?